So this morning, I'm getting ready to start moving these hens in with the big chickens. And so this is how I do it. I wanted to get 3 this morning, but I only got 2. And the rooster wasn't too happy. These 2 here, I let them escape out of the cage they're in so that I could catch them without the rooster trying to attack me. He tried to through the fence, not really trying to attack me, but just basically trying to protect his hens. And so they have food and water. They'll be in here maybe 4 hours at the most, and they should be pretty much friends with these chickens because they'll come over here and when I'm gone, and they'll come over here and talk to these hens and stuff the whole time. This is how I get them acquainted. Goodness gracious. Get my tongue off my eye teeth and I can see what I'm saying. So, these are the Jersey Giants, and they're laying. So it's time for them to be in with everybody over here. And what I'm going to do when I bring them over here, I am going to take these roosters out. Because I don't want these roosters attacking these hens as soon as I put them in. And they do that. They breed them as soon as they come into the building. And so I'm going to take all these roosters out and then put these hens in. And then I'll probably only put 1 rooster back. The rooster that's in with the girls over there will come over here, and he will be the only rooster in here for a while. How long, I don't know. I'm going to basically let the biggest rooster, and I think that's him over there, or it might be even this one out here. He might be the biggest one. In once they get acquainted and fight between the fence, and then when I put them in there, they're going to fight anyway. But they won't be as aggressive towards one another. These guys have spurs, he doesn't. So that's the reason why I'm pulling them out before I put the other rooster in here, the young rooster. Because he doesn't have any spurs yet, and these guys do. That's what they fight with, are the spurs. I don't know if you've ever been to Mexico to where they have the cockfights. They breed certain hens for that. They're a game bird, is what they are. And it's really animal cruelty because but it's not illegal in Mexico. I don't know. It might be now. I don't know, but it wasn't years ago. We even used to have it here in the United States, but they finally made it illegal several years ago. I mean, it's probably been 30 years, 40 years ago that they started making it illegal. And so, but they would put special knives. They would cut off their spurs and put special knives on them. Now, what that spur is nothing more than a toenail. And I don't know if they bleed or not. I've never cut one off. I have never tried. That's not my department. It's beyond my pay raise. So, but they put special knives on the roosters, and then they would put them in together, and they pretty much mutilated each other to where most of the time they had to wind up killing the rooster at the end of the cockfight. But that's why I'm not letting the young rooster in with these older roosters, because, like I say, they do have spurs. He does not. He's too young for spurs. He should start developing spurs. He's got little nubbins, but they're not long like these. These guys, these roosters will even sharpen their spurs. They sharpen them against rocks. They sharpen them against each other. They sharpen them with their beaks. And it's mainly just for fighting. That's what those spurs are for. And for protection of their flock. But I don't want him in here with these older roosters. And like I say, I will only allow, and I'm pretty sure that one that's outside over here, I'm pretty sure he's the biggest of them all. These are the guys who flew up into this tree. They flew up in that branch, walked up, came over, and then came over here and flew down inside the pen. That's how they got in here. And he's never accomplished that. Some are just smarter than others. But yeah, these hens, like I say, they have food and water, so they're going to be okay for the day. And it's only going to be about 4 hours at the most. So I'm hoping. Now they won't be laying. When I put them in here, they'll stop laying. They won't start laying for probably a couple of weeks once they get comfortable and relaxed and acquainted with their new surroundings. Then they'll start laying again, which isn't going to hurt anything. It's not going to hurt them. They just absorb their eggs somehow. I don't know how they do it, but it's all, But yeah, they're pretty good sized hens. They're probably, they're still young. You have to figure out they're still young. Hens really don't get their full size until they're at least a year and a half old. And then they pretty much get their full size. So everybody that's out here that are supposed to be Brahmas and huge, these hens are, I believe, 2 years old, and they're not as big as they show in pictures. They are a little bit bigger than like this blue sapphire hen, and so that and they're probably about the same size as that black cochin back there. And what is really kind of neat about having a black chicken amongst your flock is that the hawks and owls won't bother you when you have like a black rooster or a black hen in with your flock because of the ravens. Now we have ravens. We have crows in town, and we have ravens out here at the ranch. And they are little stinkers. They will steal eggs. I had to put this plastic up on the door to keep the ravens from going into the hen house because they were going into the hen house and stealing eggs. But the hawks and ravens won't come in here because of the black chicken. Because ravens chase hawks and owls. And so that's why they don't bother your hens when you have a black hen or rooster. You can have either one. Just one is even sufficient. These are the black Jersey Giants. That's what they had at the feed store when I bought them, and that's what I have. So we'll have several black hens in with these guys, so that will deter any hawks and owls. That one black hen we have is doing a good job anyway. The electric fence is to keep raccoons, badgers, anything that will climb the fence. So that's what this electric fence is for, is to keep anything from climbing. And it's working really well because I don't know if it was a raccoon or what it was, but it was climbing into the back fence back there, picking up a hen every single day. And once I put this fence up, it quit. It stopped. So I almost had my flock completely decimated by that critter. And so I'm still working on trying to get the fence in the back up and get it, because I want to put this 2x4 fence up back there. This is 5 foot high. So if I have a wire on the lower, electric wire on the lower and on the upper, then the deer don't jump it, and nothing will crawl up it because of the electric fence. I could even probably put 3 strands, like one on the bottom, one in the middle, and then one on the top, and it'll deter anything from climbing over or jumping over. But anyway, this is how I get our hens together. And I hope that it kind of explains how I introduced my hens to the new hens to the old flock. Please subscribe. Please push the notification bell. Push the like or not like button. And please make a comment. And we'll catch you on the flip side.